Hi and welcome to the Trade Decorator Festival. This afternoon we have a product demonstration on abrasives and consumable products with Indasa. As we all know, preparation is the key to successful decorating, and that's why Indasa products help you create that perfect finish. Now, Indasa have compiled product and process guides to provide you with the essential know-how, and in this section we'll be looking at a step-by-step program in action. We'll be showing you how the Rhyno brand abrasives are designed to deliver superb performance and outstanding results. If you are watching this session over on Facebook, you will be able to see the demonstration, but if you'd like to join the live Q&A element of the show, click on the link in the post and come over and join us over on our Craigcast platform. We will also be joined later by Gavin Mills from Indasa, where we will be doing a live Q&A and have technical support from Indasa to take all your questions. We are also launching a competition later in the session, so if you join us live you'll be able to find out how you can win an Indasa stackable toolkit worth over £300 in our competition, and all that's to come a bit later. But first of all, let's take a look at our product demonstration.
Hi, I'm Tom Field from Indasa Abrasives, and I'm an account manager for the decorative sector covering the Midlands region. I'm delighted to be with you today to present a brief range overview to highlight the technical know-how that's behind the brand. For those of you who are new to Indasa, let me briefly introduce the company. For over 40 years, we've been supplying abrasive materials and consumable products to the UK's professional decorative trades. Our manufacturing plant is based in Portugal. A recent multi-million euro investment has turned the site into one of the most modern production facilities in Europe for coated abrasive technology. As we all know, preparation is key to successful decorating, and our Indasa products help you create that perfect finish. That's why we've compiled product and process guides to provide you with essential know-how. So come on, let's take a closer look. Here you can see a new, simple, step-by-step process guide for the preparation of different surfaces. You'll see that each section has a method followed by a product and, where applicable, equipment. So here's how to select the correct material for the job. When sanding any surface, you're really looking for a material that produces the required finish. That's why we use industry recognised grain, so a smooth and uniform finish is guaranteed, meaning you don't need to worry about any visible rogue scratch marks. The grit reference, or P number, relates to the size of the aluminium oxide abrasive grain. The lower the number, the coarser the grain. The Rhyno grit range on paperback product runs from P40 coarse up to P500 fine, which is why in our first stage we start with a P80 as we're looking to remove paint from the surface as efficiently as possible. But once we get to the sanding between coats section, we're using P180 for fine sanding. Rhyno abrasive rolls and sheets have a high strength, high performance resin bond coating on them. This ensures that there's no premature grit shedding, so the abrasive grain stays on the paper and delivers a sustained sanding action as you sand. Let's have a look at our yellow line abrasive roll in action. You may have noticed we have different colour abrasives. The material's colour relates to the particular line. Heavy line is red and E-weight paper for heavy duty machine or hand sanding. Yellow line, of course, is yellow and is the perfect all-rounder. It's a great general purpose material and it's what's known as the trade professional's choice. And finally, plus line An extremely flexible white latex backed paper, ideal for fine finishing on curved and contoured surfaces and for sanding between coats. It's worth noting that not all masking tapes are the same. While traditional crepe paper masking tape is ideally suited for most general purpose masking, more critical applications require the precision of washi tape technology. Again, our tape products can be identified by their colour. MTG masking is our ivory general purpose tape, that role you simply cannot do without. Precision tape is orange and perfect for that when that critical edge is really essential. And for masking those delicate surfaces with the low tack adhesion, you require our purple low tack material. Let's take a closer look at our precision tapes, shall we? And of course, not forgetting our masking cover rolls, which also fall within our technical tape category. Masking cover rolls are the easiest way for you to keep your decorating job as clean as possible by protecting the surrounding area from dirt, dust and paint splashes. The high density film is easy to apply due to its static cling properties. The special coating ensures that any dust and dirt contamination is securely adhered to the film rather than your newly finished surface. So you don't have to worry about those paint flakes making a mess. Available in 5 handy drop lengths on a 25 metre roll. Here's the product in action. But don't just take our word for it.
Hi there guys, Nick from Rushmore Painting and Decorating. Just a little heads up on a product I really love to use, and that's the Indasa Rhyno soft pads for sanding down by hand. They're really flexible, they last a long time, great value for money, and they're by far the best ones I've used compared to any others on the market. And if you haven't already tried them, I highly recommend trying them out. They're the Indasa Rhyno soft pads. Thank me later.
Hi, I'm Andreas, and whenever I'm decorating I always turn to INDASA coveralls because they keep my job super tidy and I honestly couldn't do it without them. They're a really good product and you should definitely check it out and give it a try.
Hi, I'm Jen from Jennifer Gardner Interiors, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the Indasa Rhyno Soft foam sanding pads, which I use all the time. I use on mouldings for skirtings and architraves. They're very flexible, they're great for contouring all those edges, and they're absolutely superb in between your finish coats.
And those videos represent a few reviews we've received about our decorative product range. On that positive note, thank you for your time today. If you have any questions, now is your opportunity to ask as I pass you over to our decorative manager, Gavin Mills.
Hello, that brings us to the end of the demonstration, but not to the end of our session. If you are still watching over on Facebook, now's the time you need to be hitting that link and come on over and join us for our live Q&A. We do have a fantastic giveaway in our competition. We have an Indasa stackable toolkit, which is worth £300, and we'll tell you a little later in the session how you can get your hands on that prize. Also, we're going to be now joining Gavin Mills from Indasa's technical team, and he's at hand to take on board all of your questions in our live Q&A session. So if you look beneath me on the screen here, you'll If you look beneath the screen here, you'll see the button that says Join Live Q&A. If you hit that button and join us in that session, give us a couple of seconds, well, a couple of minutes to do a quick mic check, and we will be with you. Thank you. Hello everyone, I'm glad you all made it over to our live Q&A session. As you can see, I'm now joined by Gavin Mills from Indasa. Hi Gavin, welcome to the show.
Paula, thank you.
For those of you that haven't been in one of our live sessions before, if you'd like to comment in the comments as we go along, please do so. If you do have a specific question you'd like to put to Gavin, if you could hit the Ask a Question tab, and that way I'll not miss any of your questions. If you're feeling brave and you'd like to come and join us on the screen and talk to us, give me a wave in the comments bar. So Gavin, can I start by asking you, what are abrasives?
So abrasives can be used to shape surfaces. They can be used in various processes, from removing paint or using it for your between coats. Abrasives are made up of 3 components. So one being the backing paper, so which could be a material of paper or a polyester film or a fibre material. The second component being the material itself. So we use an aluminium oxide grain, or a silicon carbide, or a zirconium grain on the paper. And then the third component is a resin, so that holds the grains onto the actual backing paper. We can add a fourth agent to it if we wish, which is an anti-clogging agent. So that basically doesn't allow the dust to stick to the abrasive while you're sanding.
Okay, and can I ask you what the benefits are of using Indasa abrasive products?
So with our papers and the materials, basically they're the highest quality raw materials and resins we use in the manufacturing process, and we comply with the FIPA International Standard for abrasives. Our abrasive products give a high consistent performance cut during every sanding application. That gives the quality finish at the end of it.
Fantastic. And why is it good that all Indasa products are FEPA accredited?
So the FIPA accreditation international is basically a P grading. So you'll see that on the back of the materials, either the sponge or the papers, whichever it is. P grading stands for FIPA. If it doesn't have the P grading on that in front of that number, so for example here we've got the P grading in front of the 120. If it doesn't have the P grading, then from batch to batch it could differ slightly from being slightly aggressive or slightly finer. So at least you know with the P grading material you're going to get consistent cut every time.
That makes sense. And why is it important to choose the right abrasive?
So not all abrasives. Some abrasives are better for some jobs than others. So, for example, if you was rubbing down the wall or wood work, whatever, to get from paint down to bare surface, then our heavy line paper would be ideal for that application, as it's the toughest, harder wearing paper. If you was doing for between coats, so if you get rid of any bits of muck or any run marks in your paint, then our plus line material is ideal for that, as it's very flexible and takes a bit more care in what you're sanding.
Okay, and can I ask you, Gavin, do you have abrasives that are designed for curved or contoured areas?
Yes, we do. So we have the Rhino Soft foam-backed abrasive sponge. So basically it's a plus line material, but with the sponge on it, so it's very highly flexible because it's got latex in the back of the paper, so you can bend it, curve it, do your contoured areas, and it shapes the surface very well.
Okay, now if you are sanding things down, obviously it creates dust particles. Do you have products that remove dust particles prior to painting?
Yeah, so we've got our low tack cloth, which is ideal for doing that. So when you feel the actual cloth, it's not very sticky. It's low tack, so when you're wiping the surfaces, it doesn't leave the residue behind or on your hands, but it does pick up all the dust particles off the surface.
Okay, now I can see you've got a number of tape products in front of you. Why is it important to choose the right tape for the job?
So using the right tape for the job, we've got the crepe paper masking tapes, and then we've got the washi rice paper technology tapes. So we've got the MTG and the MTE masking tape, one being general purpose, the other being a more premium product. So the premium product, if you was using solvents and went over the tape, it doesn't break down the glue and leave residue behind. Plus it can go up to 80 degrees in temperature. And then if you're doing any precision work, on surfaces, then we've got the precision tape for your normal masking procedures, and then we've got the low tack, being the purple one, for your delicate surfaces.
Okay, and do you have any tape products that help to protect your job?
So we do. So we've got the masking cover rolls, which are very highly static. They've got crepe paper masking tape, so you can stick it on the wall, and then you cut it to the required width you want. And then because we've got the different lengths, you just unravel it from behind and it drops. And because they're very static, they'll cling to the surface and help protect the job.
Brilliant. Now, I know you've got quite a range of products there. If we've got people in the session looking to buy your products, where can they purchase Indasa products from?
Yes, we have a distribution network that covers across the UK. So if you just contact us either via our website or email address, then we can point you in the right direction.
Fantastic. Gavin, what about tools for helping with application of Indasa products? What do you have?
So we've got our E-Series range, which is a 6-inch electrical sander with 7 different speeds. And then we've got our 30-litre dust extraction unit, which can be used automatically or manually. And it's a self-cleaning filter machine as well.
Okay, fantastic. If anybody does have any questions they'd like to put to Gavin, if you'd like to type those into the session before we finish. If not, I presume that we've managed to cover everything that you were looking to find out about the products in this session. We are now going to be launching our competition to win the Indasa Stackable Toolkit. As it says in the comments there, it's worth over £300. If you would like to enter our competition, all you need to do is hit the button when we finish that says enter competition, and it will take you through to our website. There's an application form there for you to just fill in a few details and we can put you into the draw. Be lucky, and if you are looking to join us later this evening, we have another live session a little later than normal, 7 o'clock tonight, with John Mears on the 28-day marketing program for decorators. So go on the website, register for your tickets. It's all free, and we've got more sessions tomorrow and again for the rest of next week right through to the 11th. I hope you've enjoyed the session, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Gavin, thank you so much for joining us, and it's been a really good session. Mark Smith just says, thanks both. Have a good afternoon. Brian Dennett, thanks Paula, and thanks Gavin. It's really nice to hear from you guys. And thank you, Gavin, for joining the session.
No, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you, everyone.